This is a very difficult place for MSU to play in recent seasons. Susie Merchant has not won here in her MSU career, and no current Spartan on the roster has won at Carver Hawkeye Arena in Iowa City. Logic shuffles to the left wing with 9 on the shot clock now. Pass inside, it's knocked away by Clarissa Bell. She takes it across the half-court line with the dribble, into the lane, pulls up for the jumper, and it's good. Beautiful defense by Clarissa Bell, turns into offense for MSU. Randy Agee with the dribble on the right wing. Spartans leading by 6. Up top, Johnson. She goes left, turning down a screen. Handoff inside. Mills is there, and she banks it in off the glass. That is a beautiful find by Tiana Johnson. 4.5 to play in the first. Over to Dixon in the left corner. Tries the baseline. Her pass knocked away. Now a lob up ahead. Powers in front of the crowd. Goes up with the right hand and lays it home. Ariel Powers, the first Spartan into double figures, and MSU up by 20. For here, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Johnson, crossover, drive it from the left block. The left-handed layup goes up and in. Jankoska to pick roll. Her wide open 3 is good. It rattles right around and in. The Michigan State Spartans win 88-72 over Iowa. MSU had a 21-point halftime lead and led by as much as 29 in a dominant victory on the road.
If you want something bad enough, that's how you approach it. You hustle harder, you're more determined, you're more focused, you're more poised, you're more aggressive, you're more attacking. And from the tip, everybody was that way. That's how we got to be. All right, great job today, ladies.
It began as a dream. Some people may have felt the new all-purpose facility would never become a reality at Michigan State University. But on November 9th, 1989, the new Jack Breslin Student Event Center officially opened.
To many, the reality of this occasion has yet to sink in. Is this beautiful facility really at the corner of Harrison and Kalamazoo? At Michigan State, we do so many things so well. But the thing we do best is turn dreams into realities.
First of all, I think Breslin's been a facility that's been a point of pride for us. When you think about our facility, it's our home for both of our basketball teams, and I feel like our home court advantage and record certainly speaks for itself. And you're constantly trying to make facilities be relevant so that for recruiting, for the quality of life for our student athletes, coaches, but then also for our fans. And I think we've continued to enhance it.
The great thing about Michigan State is we have an administration that really understands what an arms race for facilities is. BCS level athletics, there's no question that everybody's building the next best, the newest thing, newest technology. As that's change and evolve, we have to do the same. And we have a president in Luana Simon as well as an athletic director, Mark Hollis, that really understand how important that is to recruiting and in selling our product out there and branding our product at Michigan State.
In terms of the women's locker room, we just did a small project that was just completed a couple of weeks ago, again with some new furniture to make it more user-friendly for the student athletes, but also for the program.
Within the furniture that we selected in the renovations, there's a lot more outlets. As you know, kids are very technology driven, and so they can sit in there and do their homework and that kind of thing. So there was some things that needed to be updated in there, even though the bones were great. It just we wanted to change a few things in there to make it a little more applicable to how we use it every day.
Everything has a cost, and so it's always about trying to raise funds for people that believe in the programs and want to support it. And Coach Izzo, I feel, has been visionary with what he's done in presenting his program. And I think Coach Merchant has continued to really be able to identify what she needs. And we've tried to enhance and raise those funds so that we can continue to make progress.
The thing about Izzo is he's always on the front edge of everything. You know, he's very involved in what goes on in the NBA from a technology standpoint. So he's really helped facilitate a lot of our increases in technology and things that we do that way. And he's always so inclusive. So it doesn't matter what they're doing, he's letting you know about it, and certainly there's opportunity for us to get involved. The Adrian Project was something that would affect both of us, and it was kind of nice to be part of that. And there'll be upgrades now. You know, we're both looking at our video rooms and things like that because they're a little antiquated and dated.
So 25 years old when you think about Breslin, less than 15 years old for the Berkowitz project. Just in my time here, I think we've grown leaps and bounds. And when you think about the facility itself, new lighting with now the ring to try to make the in-game experience an advantage too for everybody that attends.
MSU coming off of a big victory against Iowa. MSU hasn't just won their first 4 games in Big Ten play, they have dominated them, and 3 of those 4 have been on the road. Her pass is knocked away by Dara. Taylor picks it up, goes to Pickrell, tries a 3 from the right wing, and it's good. MSU off to a 3-0 start. Mistake and turnover by the Lady Lions. Johnson spins into the front court, over Jankowska. A wide open 3. Bang! Nothing but net from Tori Jankowska. No space on the right block. Madison Williams all over her. Then the pass knocked away. And a shot clock violation. That was all anchored by Madison Williams. Side Mills back to the basket. Kicks it out to the right corner. Bell, catch and shoot 3. That is in after it bounces around the rim twice. Oh, it hit the rim twice, then shot straight up in the air and fell through. Looking to get rid of it. 5 to shoot. Bounce down to Mills, 3 to shoot from the lane, a fadeaway jumper, rattles around, and no good. And then it pumped back up by Aerial Powers and in. Inadvertently, that ball fell through. 6 seconds to shoot, left around the screen. Lucas spins, steps back, and she's blocked by Annalise Pickrell. Now Kiana Johnson comes the other way, up to Pickrell, in transition, lays it home. We are tied at 44. Down a screen to the left wing, drives in, tries to fire it up. Johnson was there to affect the shot. Now MSU out on the run. Powers to Bell, makes the catch, goes up, banks it home. Spartans needed that one. They're now down by 7. Spartans have to hurry. Powers to the left wing, now accelerates in the lane, goes up, draws the contact, banks it in, count the bucket. What a take by Aerial Powers. Still a little life in the Spartans. 10 seconds to go. Spartans are going to suffer their first loss in Big Ten play. Into the left corner, Powers drives the baseline, floats it up, that rattles no, and that's the story of the day. MSU loses at home, 66-54 against Penn State.
I'm from Midland, Michigan. A lot of people that are from my town are huge State fans or huge Michigan fans. It's kind of divided. And I was always a State fan growing up. Once I came visited on campus, I really loved the coaches and the program and the family atmosphere and just Spartan Family in general, and I couldn't say no.
Becca's a very versatile player, and I think that she's kind of the X factor on our team. We need her to play really well every night in order for our team to kind of gel together.
I have not seen this out of her in so long. I love the play of Becca Mills right now.
Both my parents were athletes. My dad and mom played basketball at Elma College, so I got thrown into all the sports when I was little, really early. I think I played just about all of them, but basketball, obviously I was a lot taller than everyone growing up, so it just kind of fit and I was good at it and I ended up loving it.
I think she's gotten a lot more physical. I think that's part of the BCS, certainly the Big Ten, with her body and stature. I mean, she was a kid that really liked to face up and shoot the ball, but she really needed to work on her inside game. We needed inside presence and teaching her to pin and seal and use her leverage and throwing it to her high hand and working with her on her post moves. I mean, she's really been committed to becoming an inside presence for us, one that we feel like we can go to in crunch time.
I think Becca's the type of player that sets the bar really high for herself, which is a good thing because whether she plays great or she plays okay, she's never satisfied. She just is hungry. She's like a sponge. She just wants to soak it all up. She's always in the gym. She always wants to work out extra. She always wants to watch film, and I think those are just the characteristics of a great player.
As a player, I've really matured. Your role changes every year, and it's a lot different game now than it was thinking back to high school. You look at it now, we were actually talking about this yesterday, Ariel and I, that you watch a basketball game on TV now and you watch it completely different. You see the sets they're in, the defense they're running and how they're guarding things, and you just look at the game a lot differently. But as a person, I've always been kind of shy and reserved, and I think Playing here and having to talk to strangers all the time and be a big role model and face of a program, you know, it's just maybe come out of my shell a little more, and I've matured as a person a lot through the challenges, the ups and downs, and you know, it's been a struggle, but you learn to persevere and keep with it.
Her work ethic is exceptional. Her individual goals that she sets for herself are important, but nothing is more important to her than how our team does and what her involvement is on that level. Watching her lead as she's gotten older, she's figured it out. She has her own way, and you know, you see her reaching out a little bit more and being a little bit more demanding of the people around her and having a higher expectation for herself as well.
I think that one of the things that has been great about playing here has been that my family is so close. They come to almost every game. You know, I see them all the time. And there's been times where I've had a bad day. My mom's driven an hour and brought me like food and hung out with me. So just like the fact that they're still so close has been really helpful for me. I know in the recruiting process, I was looking at all these schools, you know, far away. Like that would be so fun to live there. That would be so fun to play for that school. And then when it comes down to it, having that support system when basketball, you know, might be a little bit of a struggle or ups and downs, and has really helped out, because if I was alone that far away, you know, it would definitely be more of a struggle.
She's as committed on the basketball court as she is off the court to her academics, and she sets her goals and has expectations for herself there. And it's just refreshing. Not every player's like that, you know, at this level, and just to have a kid that you know is in class, doing the right things, studying, is a great role model on and off the court. That way, I think sometimes kids like to be more athletes than students, or they like to be more students than athletes, but really she's the 50-50 model that you want. I mean, a kid that really is committed on and off the court. I think it's a unique and special thing, and we so appreciate what she brings our program on both those levels.
A bunch of games in general have been the things that stand out with this team, just the way we are together, but if I had to pick one that really stood out, it would be Penn State in the Big Ten tournament last year. You know, that was a huge game and a huge win, and followed it. You know, we didn't end up winning the tournament, but we got there for the first time in a long time, so it was really exciting for us, and we hope that this year we'll have some more of those.
Gianna Johnson with a basketball for MSU. Goes left around a Tori Jankowska screen. Jump pass down low, caught by Mills, who floats it up and in. Becca Mills knocks it home. She's got all of MSU's 7 points through the first 4 minutes. Tori Jankowska back to Pickrell in the backcourt. Got a pass up ahead to Bell, and the Spartans break it easily. Bell to Mills, wide open 12-footer is good. That is perfect ball movement against the Buzz. He drives in, kicked out to the right wing. 5 to shoot. Pass inside, knocked away by Annalise Pickrell. Clarissa Bell picks it up, heaves it up to Johnson. Up to Pickrell, up with the right hand, and lays it home. Bell to Johnson to Pickrell in the transition offense. Gives the Spartans a 22-19 lead. Amber Moore tries a 3 from the near right side, and she's blocked by Annalise Pickrell. Now to Johnson, who goes up, lays it up with the left hand, and puts it home. Gianna Johnson breaks a streak of 0 of 15 from the field over the last 2 games. Going back to the second half on Sunday against Penn State, MSU is 2 of 18 from the three-point line. Pickrell down to Bell from the left block, lays it in. That's a beautiful find from Annalise Pickrell on the long pass. Spartans down by 12, 20 seconds to go. Gianna Johnson at the top of the key, drives to the elbow, out to Jankowska, triggers up a 3, and it's in. Finally, the Spartans get the lid off the bucket on that 3 ball from Tori Jankowska.
I think the biggest thing is that you got to set practice up where you're competing and being aggressive, and there's got to be consequences and things like that. You know, any team there's a standard, there's an accountability piece, and then there's a consequence. You know, for us, our kids have really done a good job responding to the defensive end, and you know, teams are doing different things to us, and we, you know, have handled it pretty well so far, but I think, you know, there's been times where we haven't, you know, and we've kind of lost the leadership and the step-up go-to person that's really going to put their team on their back. And we've had spurts of it from different players, but we really need to find that consistent person. And I think it starts in practice. I mean, you just got to keep grinding, keep working. It's a long season. I think, you know, we're in a really good position to do some things still. Nobody's gone undefeated. People are getting beat left and right. It's a tough league. So, you know, for us, it's about staying the course and keep working and keep grinding.
For MSU, we know how strong their offense has been, but that has betrayed them over the last 2 games, and we'll see if some shots start to fall for Michigan State tonight against the Ohio State Buckeyes. Bounds and aerial power, steals it away. She dribbles it up into the front court, gives it to Bell, who goes up to the rack with the right hand and lays it home. Beautiful take by Bell and Powers. One dribble, overhead pass to Mills, top side 2 is good. And now Kara Miller heading to the scores table, getting set to check in. Powers underneath the high, and she's wide open and lays it in easy. That's the elbow, out to Pickrell, left corner 3 is no good. The rebound brought in by Brandy Agee, goes back up, and it's good. Agee fighting through some traffic. Kate Kraft with the basketball on the far left wing for the Buckeyes. She dribbles to the free throw line, crosses over, drives in, goes up, and is blocked by Madison Williams. 10 seconds to shoot. Bell skips it into the near left corner. Jankowska with a 3. Got it! Has the dribble to the right wing. Goes around a screen, reverses direction, and she's blocked on the jumper from the middle of the lane by Madison Williams.
We got a whole another half to play, right? The day isn't over. We've lost 2 games because we didn't come out in the second half. Let's go. Big shots like we've been doing. Let's rebound. Let's keep getting the loose balls. Right.
The near side Pickrell. Skip to Jankowska, left wing 3. Bam! Tori Jankowska from the far left wing. She's been lights out from long range. Spartans have their lead cut into single digits. Aerial Powers inbounds it off the back of a Buckeye and picks it up, goes the other way. Aerial Powers floats it up and in, and a foul. Ohio State with the basketball. Pass fired inside through the hands of Alston, then picked up by Williams, then heaved up ahead to Bell, who goes up, banks it in over Kate Kraft. And then a timeout called by Ohio State. Spartans up by 14. Allowed to the near left baseline. And a pass fired inside, caught by Alston, and then she's blocked by Madison Williams. In front of the Spartan bench, crossover dribble, drives in, kicks out to Pickrell. A wide open left wing 3 is good. The Spartans win behind a career-high-tying 25 points from Tori Jankowska. MSU improves to 5-2 in Big Ten play and are still perfect on the road in conference action.